Julian, kolejny członek klanu Milfortów. W końcu to 2 Milforty, to nie jeden. Programista z zawodu, pasjonat języków obcych z zamiłowania, dumny posiadacz psa oraz organizator bardzo interesujących i smacznych obiadów. Ale to tak na marginesie. Julian w tym momencie realizuje ścieżkę Dynamiczne Przywództwo i przedstawi projekt 1-4, czyli ewaluacja i informacja zwrotna. Polega ten projekt na tym, że przedstawi swoją mowę i wdroży przekazane przez Was porady przy następnej mowie, która może być tą samą mową lub mową inną. A mowa będzie to szczególna, gdyż jest to mowa zaplanowana do tego, by ją przedstawić podczas konkursu, który już niebawem za 2 tygodnie. I w dodatku będzie to mowa po angielsku. Jako że jest to mowa humorystyczna, mam nadzieję, że jeśli będziecie mieli zwierczałe mięśnie, to tylko ze względu na śmiech, a nie z innych powodów. Mowa nosi tytuł Murican Smile and Other Life Hacks i mam ogromną nadzieję, że ta mowa się Wam spodoba. Ja ze swojej strony będę także ją oceniał pod kątem arkusza sędziowskiego, by sprawdzić, na ile wpasowuje się w klasyfikację sędziowską. Dobrze, ale nie przedłużając już, zapraszam Juliana swoją mową Murican Smile and Other Life Hacks.
Feedback loop. I'm not certain if you are familiar with this term, but unless you're teetotalers, I do believe you have experienced that. To give you an example, imagine Friday night, you have been working yourselves to the limit through the week. So it's Friday, 8 beer, probably a few pints with colleagues, and then a marvelous bliss of intoxication. However, it starts to wane, and that's when you discover that you can use a negative feedback loop. You start to drink more. The intoxication deepens. Your blissfulness returns. Unfortunately, it's negative because of the consequences next day. However, you can also try to use the same feedback loops for your benefit. I'm talking about the changes that you make to your body that change your mind. So, my good friends, this is a real bargain. Everybody would sell you a genie. I am going to, for the very, very low price of just a few minutes of your time, sell you 3 genies. So, let us begin. Yeah. That's the first genie, the Murican Smile. How did I discover that? Basically, I've been at the Toastmasters Aspiro. I look at the scene, and there's Victor, and he's got this unbelievably radiant, ecstatic kind of a smile. Then I asked him, how do you do that? And he said, well, it's just a part of this scene show. So I thought, I'm going to try that. And then, when I did this, something magical happened. Not only was I looking like an idiot, but I was feeling also ridiculously happy. And that was just amazing. I could conquer the world. That was the first genie. Now, let us go to the second genie. The one where our help would be the crustaceans. You probably heard of them. Probably about lobster, which is magnificent not only with a bit of butter, but because of its psychological impact. We can test how our brains function thanks to the lobsters. So, what do you have in common with a lobster? When you're feeling crabby, you just bend down. You try to hide yourself. Their brains actually do dissolve when they suffer a defeat. So, in order to counter this effect that your posture can have on you, stand up straight with your shoulders back. Feel that confidence. And this is the second life hack. And now, let us go to the Zen Master. Before you step on the scene, you need to take deep breath and calm yourself down. Why should you do that? Because otherwise, you might speak too fast. You might make unnecessary pauses. And without it, you do not feel that confidence. So, you take a breath. And now, you've got time for everything. So, let me recap those 3 magical life hacks that you could use. First one, the American smile that is going to sell a snow to an Eskimo. The second one, the confident stance of a lordling that you can use whenever you lack in confidence, maybe even before the meeting. And finally, the deep breath of a Zen master. It is absolutely crucial, especially when you want to avoid the stress, when you want to let go of this moving to and fro on the sea. Instead of this, is a Zen master. Thank you very much, and please don't tell me, my friends, who's ready to jump in on this boat.